Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. It's your very, very, very best friend, Gallium, and I am back with some Prospect League action. No more stinky rival league. We are in the best league, the Prospect League, and I'm joined here by a rival player, one of the best in the league, Flip1010. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing really good. I'm trying to stretch my neck so y'all can see me. Uh, just a little bit. I'm doing pretty good, Gallium. You know, we're finally out of that stinky rival league. We're trying to see some real Nemesis League action. So we're going down to the Prospect League where we got some dogs coming here on the pitch.
Oh yeah, we got an absolute banger matchup coming your way as the Blackhawks. They start off the season very strong. They were power ranked within the top five, top three, even at times. But they've had a little bit of a struggle in these recent weeks. They recently dropped their highest Sal player, Vex. Or sorry, they picked up a new higher Sal player. They dropped Vex, and it's Juice Lofi is their new player. He's 1471. So Blackhawks playing with a brand new roster tonight, and they're going up against a new and improved Faded team with Zeo, Street Soul, and Poseidon, a very good squad. And I mean, I can say this personally, they beat us, absolutely smoked us, by the way. They look incredible, to be honest. So I'm leaning more towards Faded, but I'm interested to see what you think, Flip.
I mean, dude, I know two players on both. Like, I know one player on each team. I've heard of Street Soul, but Zero can be that guy, and I know he can be that guy, and so I'm really excited to see him. But Kosh, debatably best player in prospect. You know, there's a conversation for it for sure. So uh, I think it's gonna be a tough one. I if they beat you, Gallium, man, you're my goat. So if they beat you, they
I
gotta be pretty good. And so I'm
don't
gonna
know
take
about that.
faded. I'm gonna take faded. Bro.
How
I think
many?
Zero
How
is
many
good.
games though?
Oh, we're going to 5. This is gonna be a long night.
Oh, heck yeah. Perfect. This is great. All right, well, game one underway here. Blackhawks and Faded on your screen right now. And oh boy, I cannot wait for this matchup. The last one of the night. It's going to be the best one. Zeo trying to get Meki, gets shut down by Perky right away. And we see the first ever signs of this new Blackhawks team, Juice Lofi on the pitch with his brand new team and with Perky and Kosh right beside you. I mean, you can't ask for a better roster to get your debut and your stream debut all in one as we have Zeo taking the ball. He pops it. He gets a demo off the backboard and Poseidon puts one in early.
It's so cringe, but it's so good. He misses the first guy and gets the demo on the second guy. That's some heads up awareness there from Zeo and Poseidon there to finish it off. A very good start for Faded, and already we're seeing the offense that this team can provide.
You know, here's something for you guys, all right? So Poseidon, he used to be in Nemesis. I believe he left around season 6. He just came back, and I don't know what he did in his time away, if he took a bunch of steroids or something, but this dude is incredibly cracked at Rocket League now. Single-handedly dismantled my team, and I expect the same here tonight as he gets a nice touch. A little dangerous coming from the Blackhawks there, but Fady gonna save it away. Zeo pops it high. Zeo, formerly known as Glaze, he used to be a GM, and now him and Poseidon, former GMs with an actual GM, unfaded. They're teaming up now. Street Soul, nice 50. Kosh gonna control it on the backboard. He's gonna get a nice touch. And early on, there's some signs of life from the Blackhawks as well as Faded. I mean, obviously Faded has this lead right now, but do you think the Blackhawks are gonna strike back here, Flip?
You know, in Prospect League, I feel like a counter attack or two is bound to come in, and Blackhawks, they've seemed getting opportunities for clears, and if they can turn that into offense, definitely going to be able to strike back. These guys are very skilled as well, but right now it does seem to be Faded being the ones that put on all the pressure right now, Gallium. So, in my opinion, right now it's going to be a counter attack that's going to be a goal here from the Blackhawks, and that was almost one right there.
Very scary for Faded, but they end up clearing it out. And even though the Blackhawks have been struggling, I mean, they're still a very good team as Zeo can't find the back of the net. It's off the ceiling, though. Juice Lofi can't get to that one. And now every single member of the Blackhawks team basically has no boost. Juice just picking up some boost. He sends it back over to Kosh, who gets a nice touch. It's in the midfield. Street Soul going to beat him in a track race. And now he has Poseidon in the midfield, but can't find the touch himself. Ball is off the sidewall. Zeo gonna get a nice delayed touch. Tries to find another, but Poseidon, it was on target. But Juice with a great save. He's looking stellar on defense already. He has 2 saves so far. And honestly, he looks like the best player on this Blackhawks team so far, Flip.
Yeah, I do agree, but it's just about who can actually score that goal, Gallium. You can make all the saves you want, but who's going to tie it all up? It could be Kosh right here. Kosh did not get the redirect he was looking for, but now we're seeing the Blackhawks get a little bit more pressure. I'm seeing a couple of demos come in as well, and that's the physicality that they were lacking earlier in this game.
That 100% is we see some double commits coming out. We can always attribute those to stream nerves. It's very nerve-wracking being on stream, especially the Nemesis one as Kosh can't get it past Zeo. Very good defense coming out from him. Street Soul's going to cut that ball. He's going to send it off the backboard. Juice, nice defense yet again, but Street Soul's off the backboard yet again. And oh my goodness, this ball sent all the way back, kind of like a pool shot as Perky off the backboard. Can anyone find the touch? It's going to be this faded squad who's going to clear it out. Now Zeo's the last one back. He decides to go. He sends it down. Street Soul can't find the next touch. And now Perky sends it down. Kosh there to punish this faded squad for overcommitting, and they get their first of the series.
A lot of pressure, a lot of shots, but that does leave your back end open. And Gallium, you never want that as a counterattack comes on through. Kosh putting that one away. Perky, the one with the pass. Those two, they've been a duo throughout this whole season. And they're able to time up late here in game 1.
A W duo. W duo, as we like to say. I will say, in recent games, Blackhawks just haven't looked like themselves. I think it's a lack of confidence. So hopefully I get to see more of their confident, normal selves. It's just really hard if you go on a losing streak, especially against teams you know you're not supposed to lose to. Me. As we see, Faded hit it off the backboard. Zeo gets a touch. He's going to get another one. Trying to follow this one in an incredible dunk. Can anyone find it? Poseidon can't find it. And it's still tied somehow. Kosh gets it to the sidewall. Street Soul going to try to find another touch, but Juice again on the defensive side being an absolute unit. Poseidon off the sidewall. Can anyone shoot that? No one is going to turn for that one. Street Soul has all the time in the world and apparently all the boosts as he's going to send it down the pitch. But wait a second. 2 Blackhawks players have overcommitted. A demo coming out, and Poseidon almost finds the back of the net yet again. But wait, this could be a counterattack in the making. Poseidon gets it into his own corner. Now Juice with one. Gets it down to Kosh, but can't connect there. That was such a great pass. 10 seconds left. Zeo hit the back of the net, but no. Juice again with an insane save, but Poseidon off the backboard. Can Faded find the back of the net? Zeo off the backboard yet again, and the ball's popped high. Poseidon pre-flips. He can't find the back of the net. It's off the sidewall now. Can Blackhawks get this to the ground? Or maybe are they going to keep this up? Juice keeping it up. It's on the backboard. Street Soul gets a single touch. He's not going to follow. Poseidon is instead, and it finally touches the ground. Blackhawks are playing stellar defense, but you're going to need more than defense to beat this faded squad, Flip.
Man, 7 shots, 0 goals here for Zeo. That's not going to continue forever, as this man will continue to hound your nets. So this team's got to find a way to get a goal here early, because I feel like this faded squad is just getting started. However, at the same time, Gallium, that was the longest time I've ever seen a prospect league keep a ball up at 0 seconds. I got to point that out. That was kind of impressive. And what did Zeo just do?
I listen. We're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna go to your point you made. I mean, yeah, normally prospect doesn't keep the ball up for that long, but I also think it's incredible, regardless of the league, that they decided to keep the ball up, because normally when it's tied like that, you want to maybe hit it to the ground, just get into overtime, just get rip off the band-aid, but they were really just shooting it back and forth. And so far, Faded has been shooting it. They have 12 shots to Blackhawks 3. So they've definitely generated more chances, and very dangerous chances as well. Just this Blackhawk defense looking stellar. I'm really looking to Perky to really step up. He made the Season 11 Grand Finals and was definitely the best player on his team during that Grand Finals. So I hope to see him step up soon. Street Soul off the backboard. Poseidon's going to turn for this one. He's going to send it down. Juice with the controlled touch of his own. He's going to dribble it. Maybe get a flick. Flicks it past Zeo. Now Poseidon off the backboard. Kosh, a nice touch, but it's a little dangerous. No one going to follow it up for the side of Faded. Street Soul gets one. Juicy is up with it, but Street Soul, a nice touch. Zeo off the backboard. Is Poseidon going to go? He's going to play it safe here, and I don't really blame them. Great decision making from this Faded squad, and Blackhawks continue to be battered and bruised in their own end. What can they do to stop this, Flip?
And it's got to start with the boost, Gallium. They have been starved for, it feels like, the entire overtime. And so once they're able to get out of their half, get some boost, maybe pad a little bit better, these guys can really start breaking out of their own half. But the boost consumption and the boost starvation from Faded has been honestly one of the most impressive parts about them, let alone their mechanics.
Oh, 100%, as that's a big thing, especially if you're playing defense. You want to have that
Oh
boost
no.
economy, great, but wait, a fake comes up from Kosh, and Zeo gonna miss the touch in an unfortunate way to lose game number 1.
They say defense wins championships. It won one for the Thunder, by the way, but here the defense falters for Faded. Blackhawks, they held strong in the defensive end. Juice, Lo-Fi, he was outstanding in the defensive end. Actually, all three of them had 3 saves. And that is literally the difference maker here. It was the defense and the end Gallium. And so
Hmm.
if you're a team that is losing, maybe you fix your defensive rotations first, then worry about the offense. And it paid off for the Blackhawks here in game number 1.
Yeah, 9 saves in 1 game, and every single player had 3 saves, respectively. So, honestly, I think Blackhawks just played incredible defense. But if I'm going to be honest here, I don't think they deserved to win that game at all. Faded had it in control the entire time, 13 shots to their 4. So, in order for Faded to really capitalize, they're going to have to get a little creative, like Zeo did with that air dribble bump. It's just plays like that catch the other team off guard, especially a team with Juice, who's just having himself a game in his debut, just looking incredible. I mean, his defense was amazing. He played on the backboard. He really knew what he was doing. And now we head into this game too. We're in the train station now, Flip. And I don't know if you bought your ticket or anything, but I'm expecting a banger match here for this game number 2.
Man, I didn't. I just kind of stuck onto the subway, but you know what? I'm getting the same viewing experience as everybody else, but I'm ready. I'm excited because this Blackhawks team kind of pulled one away from Faded. And if you're Faded, like you said, they need to get creative. They should have passed a little bit more. Use their solo plays to turn into passes. That's what Zeo did for the first goal. He wasn't able to really contribute a pass after his solo play after that first goal. So that's what I want to see coming in to game number 2 here, Gallium. And if you're the Blackhawks, I don't know, I guess hold down the fort until you score.
Oh,
And Kosh is going to score early. Man, what a shot.
I mean, can we talk about the pass, though? Perky just playing super patient. Kosh over to Perky, and Perky back to
Ooh.
Kosh. 1-2 punch. And it's like LeBron and D-Wade all over again for the Heat. And you just see that time and time again with some of these teams. But this is the first time I've seen Kosh and Perky really just awaken in the offensive zone. So in order for them to win this series, they're going to have to continue to have this kind of success.
They have, in my opinion, been a very solid duo. It's why they started out so strong. If they can get that confidence back, Gallium, they're going to be a very scary team. And so a minute into this game, they have an early lead. Their defense is what won them game number 1. Let's see if they can hold on to this 1-goal lead.
We're about to find out here is I think the main problem for Faden is the double commits. There are way more double commits than I think any team should have in their entire lifetime. I've seen at least 10 plus, as Kosh is gonna absolutely punish them. What a pass from Juice.
It was a great pass, and once again, I don't know, it's not a double commit, it's just the defensive rotations this time. By Faded. Like, it's just the defensive rotations, and that's the biggest difference maker so far, at least for me in this game, Gallium. I'm seeing greatness on the defensive side. I'm also seeing maybe a DC from Street Soul, so it looks like he's back now, but this Blackhawks team, they have been super solid on the back end, and that allows them to continue their offense. Let's see if Faded can pick it up.
You know, Faded haven't really been picking it up so far. They scored in the first 20 seconds of game 1 and haven't scored since. So they're going to need to find a goal to really break the ice here. Blackhawks have looked like the better team thus far. I mean, they are 7-4 for a reason. Juice up with it. He's going to get a touch, maybe a flip reset. Can't get the 50. Now Kosh on the defensive end. Very patient. Kosh, just a stellar player for this Blackhawks squad. Every time he's been on stream, he's really impressed me with his playmaking abilities, and his shooting is just out of this world. So, I mean, he seems to have come alive here. 2 goals already in this game, too. 3 minutes left. Both teams just trying to find anything they can get to maybe get this game too. Blackhawks especially because they want to go up 2-0 and faded. They're trying to hold them off here. Zeo overcommits a little bit. Perky trying to punish him. He misses. Zeo can't find the save, and Juice gets a beautiful goal.
Yeah, there's 2:46 remaining. 3-0 is the score, and Gallium, it just feels like the Blackhawks team, they were just lying dormant in game number 1. They won the overtime, and it feels like they got their mojo, they got their confidence back, and they are showing up here in a bump there from Street Soul almost saved another goal for the Blackhawks, because this team, they are just capitalizing on every opportunity that they are given.
Yeah, I mean, that is the biggest part of Rocket League is making sure those chances don't go to waste. Doesn't necessarily matter how many chances you get, as long as you can make every single chance count, as we see a bunch of 50s in the midfield eventually gonna head to the ground here. Juice sends it over to Perky, who pops it high. Kosh over to Street, who sends it off the sidewall. Kosh is gonna leave it for Juice, who sends it on target. Beautiful shot from him, but an even better save from Poseidon. Perky sends it off the wall. Can someone find it? Wait, that might just go in, but Juice is going to help it through. And now Juice has 2 goals, an assist, and a save. He's going wild.
Yeah, not to mention the demo on the keeper just to give him a free shot there. And Blackhawks, once again, they're getting physical, they're getting boost, and it feels like if this faded team is not shooting the ball constantly and having constant pressure, they just seem a little lost right now, Gallium. Like their defense just does not know where to be on the pitch. And another demo coming out from Perky. These guys, somebody arrest them. They're killing too many people.
You know what? They might get charged. They might get booked for murder, but that's okay, you know? It is Rocket League after all, so it shouldn't be that bad of a sentence, I would say.
In
But
game.
yeah, in game, of course, you know, in Minecraft, as we see Kosh giving it over to Street Soul, and this faded team has been really worse for wear. They haven't scored in nearly 8 minutes of Rocket League, and that is a little insane. As Street Soul gonna find a touch, trying to find anything for his org to maybe get faded this win as Poseidon pops it high. Kosh gets one. Perky up with one. He's going to maybe get a double, but accidentally doubles it to the side. While Juice, a beautiful fake. Who are you feeling like, Juice? Oh my goodness, he almost just took it past 3 there, Flip.
I mean, yeah, there was a bump on the other end as well, but I mean, it just feels like these guys are just playing with faded. A good demo there by Poseidon, but no one's able to follow up, and it just seems like Blackhawks, they haven't scored in a bit, but it just feels like they are the ones with all the great chances. This is the first real opportunity, and it didn't even result in a shot, but that was the first time Faded had the ball in the Blackhawks half, and it resulted in a pass even. Like that's just how dominant these Blackhawks have been. And a shot there.
Oh,
Oh, I saw it lag a little bit, but Gallium, Kosh, he just powered it on through.
I mean, the dude has a 100% shooting percentage right now. I told you this guy's a shooter, and especially when he gets confident and comfortable. That's something that I really struggled to see in some of his later games because it seemed like the Blackhawks were just down on their luck. They lost to Origin, they lost to us in back-to-back games on the same day. So that just did something incredibly bad to their mental, and now it seems like they found their way again. You know, they've reawoken into the team that I think everyone expected them to be at the beginning of the season. As we have Perky can't get the 50, and Juice seems to be AFK. But wait, was that a fake AFK, or am I tripping? As 5 seconds going down, Juice with maybe a musty sends it towards net, and if he got a little bit more under the ball, that would have been a 6th goal for the Blackhawks. Juice with 6 shots of his own, he puts away 2 of them to have himself an incredible game, and he's obviously the MVP of this match.
Yeah, and honestly, MVP of the series, and what a signing this Juice Lo-Fi guy has been. Gallium, I'm pretty sure they signed him today, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah, yeah. I think they signed him around like 2 o'clock in the afternoon as
All
well.
right. They said, okay, you've been on the team for 7 hours, maybe 8 hours if you're in the incorrect time zone, and you're gonna play for our team, carry our team, and honestly just absolutely dominate in the stream match. Um, they are calling for a server reset. I do believe that is possible. All right, yeah, we are going to get a server reset. I did see Zeo and Poseidon both lagging just a little bit, so I I'm not saying that's why they lost 5-0 because they lost 5-0. Like, let's not. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a close game. They felt outpaced, outmatched. But maybe server reset gives them time to talk about some things, think about some things. Hopefully, they can make a change. And Gallium, the reverse sweep, it could be on, but they got to
You
win game
know,
number 3 first.
Flip, I bought this new broom from Costco and I'm really
Ooh,
liking it. So if this reverse sweep happens, or maybe even just a regular sweep, either or, all right, I don't want some stinky game 4 series win. All right, I want a sweep or a reverse sweep. I'm just gonna use that broom to sweep up a little bit, because I just love sweeps that much, and especially reverse sweeps. As someone who's been reverse swept this season, doesn't feel great, and definitely if you are the reverse sweepee, definitely one of the best feelings in the world as we see them both back on the pitch after the server reset, ready to go. And it seems like their internet has kind of subsided a little bit. Might have been the server kind of hounded them a little bit as Juice, an early shot coming out here. Poseidon can't get the 50. Perky, a beautiful touch on his end. Kosh now, he gets one, but Street Soul, a clutch demo in order to save that one away. Perky's bumping Zeo, just taking him for a ride. As you know what, this is not normally the Blackhawks playstyle. They're not usually this demo heavy, but whatever works, works. It sounds like, you know, both these teams just trying to find whatever works. As Street Soul gonna find one in the back of the net and Faded have life.
it has been 10 minutes of gameplay, Gallium. I'm not even kidding. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's been more. I'm not even counting the overtime. Like, that's just how
Yeah, it's
long
been
it's
like
been.
12.
Yeah, that's just how long it's been since they've scored. That's got to be a weight off their shoulders. But this game's just getting started. This series just getting started for them if they want to have a chance at reverse sweeping this thing. So they cannot let up now. Zeo not going to let that one happen. But this Faded team, they got a long way to go, Gallium, but that's a good start.
You know what the Wordle was a couple of days ago? It was
Yeah.
elite. And Zeo
Ooh.
is elite. Okay, this
Mm.
guy needs to step up for his team, and now that he's not lagging, I mean, you saw it right out of the gate. He was like a secretariat out of the gate. I mean, he was just moving like someone different, and then just seemed to fizzle out for him. So I'm looking for him to really get this Faded team back into this series. But Street Soul, the GM, already doing a nice job. Zeo gets one. He steals Kosh's boost, but Kosh frankly didn't need boost. Kosh can't get it past Street Soul. Now Juice, big clear. Kosh can't get to that one, but Zeo off the backboard. He misses his touch. Perky with a free shot finds the backboard instead of the back of the net. Poseidon, a little bit of a control touch. Can't do much else. Street Soul gets it down. Trying to find the read. He does. But oh my goodness, Street Soul. Who are you feeling like today?
I mean, Gallium, I dare I say it, he's feeling like me. That's the kind of stuff I'd go for. I don't know, I wouldn't hit it either, but like, man, he's feeling different right now. He's got that one goal. He was trying to make it two. I want to see some more flashy plays like that from Faded. Get a real kickstart into this game because it's been 2 minutes. I need something else. I need a 2-goal lead if they want to have a chance of winning this thing.
100%. You need any kind of momentum here, especially against this Blackhawks squad, who have had all the momentum in this series. Is a beautiful demo from Perky. They can't find the back of the net, though. Perky with a
Ooh.
bottom left shot and placement. Peter, or should I say placement, Perky back at it.
Placement Perky, demo Perky. He does it all. You can't ask anything more of this man. And it just seems so clean. It was a 1-2-3 for the Blackhawks. And what are you gonna do if you're Faded? All they could do that time was watch as the ball rolled into their nets. And Gallium, this is why I needed to see something, because this Blackhawks team, I feel like they can just turn it on at any time.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they're sitting dormant, right? It's like a supervillain in his little case of what goo or whatever, just sitting in his little capsule waiting to be awoken. And Faded is that team, right? Or sorry, Blackhawks are that team. Faded have just not really been able to do much to really put the glass capsule back on this villain as Juice is sending it deep and he gets himself his first goal of this game 3.
I don't know where he came from. I don't know who he is, but Gallium, this man, he might be the new big bad of the Prospect League. This man is making a statement in his first ever start on stream, and it might just be a sweep at this rate. And he's been MVP two of the games so far. There's one more to go, and they have an open net just waiting for him. Can he put this one away? No, he can't. I'll stop talking good about him. Let's let him do something else.
Open nets are the hardest thing to hit in the game, as we have Kosh just absolutely giving a dime, and Perky, he should put this one away, right? Well, actually, he almost didn't need to, as he finds his second goal of the game, and seems like this Blackhawks squad currently dripping goo all over the pitch.
Gallium, man, they've awoken. They have awoken from their slumber. You know, you guys should have taken advantage of those losses while you could. Because what is their record? They're 8-4, eight
They're 7-4. They might be
seven and
8-4
four.
after this game. Not gonna
You're
lie.
right. After this one, maybe, but uh, man, I just feel like Gallium, they were just preparing. They were charging up for this second half run of the regular season and maybe into the playoffs. They look like a whole nother team from whenever we saw them in the beginning of the season. Faded. They're not
Oh,
dying easy though. A great shot there from Poseidon. You know, letting us know that they're still here. They're still here to play Gallium, and a top left shot there is a perfect placement.
yeah, I feel like they have to really enable Poseidon. He is the catalyst for this squad. If he's playing well, there's nothing they can do to stop him. But it's so far, it just seems like Street Soul and Zeo haven't really been able to cater to his needs.
Oh,
But Poseidon, maybe with a shot here, can't find the back of the net. Zeo bottom right, and he equalizes.
that's what you want to see. It just took one mistake. Poseidon could have had a shot here, and it might have been a goal anyway. But then Juice, just not the perfect touch, bounces out to Zeo. It was absolutely perfect scenario there for Faded. They tied it up very quickly as well, and now they can probably get some momentum here. But if they let this next goal in Gallium, I don't know. I think they have to score the next one, or we're going to overtime.
100%. They have to get it done here. As you know what? Blackhawks can turn it on whenever they
Oh
want. They
my!
might turn it on here as Zeo. Nice save. And now it's a 2v1. But wait a second. A little bit of miscommunication. This is something we've been seeing all series, and it's going to cost them. As a beautiful big play from Juice and Kosh, the new duo.
Man, the flip reset, but he's faking it for his teammate. That right there is beautiful teamwork. And I know it was calm too, because that right there is something every prospect player is hitting that flip reset. Like Gallon, you get that reset, you gotta hit the A button again, right? Like you're going for that reset
I'm
every
itching for
time.
it. I'm itching for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was very selfless play by Juice as well. And now a good shot here from Poseidon could result in the faded attack. But man, that is just heart heart crushing, heart wrenching if you are faded. But 30 seconds remaining, Gallium. Let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah, they might be able to, but it seems as though Blackhawks have just looked like the better team this entire series. I mean, how do you think I feel having this team in my division as well as Origin? Like, are we serious? Like, who decided this? All right, I don't appreciate
Oh,
whoever did that. As Poseidon almost finds the back of the net. 15 seconds left for this faded team to find any sort of life. Zeo, nice controlled touch. He has a full tank of boost, gets a nice 50. Now Poseidon with a full tank of boost on his own, but Kosh is gonna put it in the back of the net. Maybe if he doesn't miss. He scared me a little bit there, Flip.
yeah, but he does put the dagger into the faded boys. As this one is going to be a 3-0 sweep, and Gallium. I think uh, look out for Juice Lo-Fi as we look into the playoffs, into the latter end of the season. This man, he's going to continue to make statements as the season goes on, because this first game here, if it's anything to go by, he's destined for greatness.
You know what? Next prodigy in the prospect league. He's
That's
looking
what
real
I'm saying.
good. And this is why it's always beneficial if you're not loving your team to go out there and just try some free agents out. Prospect League, I know for certain, has a lot of free agents, and we used a free agent for our game and ended up winning. So if you're a team out there and you need a change of pace, you need something new, go and try out some of these free agents. I promise you'll find a gem. So, I mean, with this match wrapped up, Blackhawks advance to 8-4. They're looking good on the season. They're tied with us in terms of record and Origin, only one game ahead of both of us. So honestly, that division's up for grabs for sure right now. I'm sure Crip's really happy with this performance. I mean, Blackhawks were struggling there for a little bit, and a lot of no, I don't want to say infighting, but a lot of just disagreements within just how they decide to play their game going on for the Blackhawks. So I'm just glad they got a fresh new face, and he just looked really good in this entire series.
Yeah, honestly, Gallium, I just think this series or this match was Crip putting them on stream, to make sure that everybody got to see just how good Juice Lo-Fi was, and just showing him off pretty much. Because I mean, that's what happened. Like this man absolutely went crazy. So congratulations, your Crip. Your 7 draft picks, they didn't go to waste. You have a good team, and that is your prospect league team. The Blackhawks, man, they are Gallium. They're scary. I know your team's good. I know Origin's good. This team right here, uh, I don't know. These guys might just be different.
You know, it's gonna be a real fun one. I'm looking forward to playing them. I actually didn't play the Blackhawks game was the one game I didn't get to play this season, so I'm looking forward to playing them this season. But that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you guys for sticking around. It wasn't as close as we wanted it to be, Flip, but we have some subscribers to shout out, guys, before we leave you high and dry. So we'll just run off this list real quick. In the novice tier of subscriber, we have Beard, Sub Zero, and Ruby. And in Challenger, we have Flame, Storm Reaper, Wiggle, and Crotera. And in Titan League, we have Fenrir, Neon, Street Soul, and Critter. And I want to say thank you guys for supporting the Nemesis Gaming League. It helps us out a ton, getting the best production as humanly possible. And we can't do any of this without you guys. So really appreciate the community here. But that is going to be all. Flip, any final words from you?
Man, it was great casting with you, Gallium. Please let us cast together again. It's always a blast. But other than that, man, I'm good.
Yeah, if you guys can go DM Rockerman and threaten him for the entire season to let us cast together, that'd be an absolute treat. But that's going to be all from us today. Hope to see you guys. I believe next Monday might be All Star Week, if I'm not mistaken.
July
Flip,
4th is.
July 4th. Wait,
I
when
know
is
we're on
that?
break. I know we're on break next week. So
Yeah, I figured, but like I don't know when the All Star
whoa,
game is, guys. Just go in the Discord, look at the schedule. I don't know things. I'm just
rude.
just a guy. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your night. Peace out.